Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? All right, I hadn't done this in a while, and I just called it basically convo, chit chat, and it's based on different things here because what happened with me is on this YT platform, I basically do a few different things. I do hauls, I do walkthroughs, I do a little bit of cooking, and stuff like that. So I had stopped doing my chit chats and convos for a while. And everybody's been asking me to do it because I usually, talk about the celebrities and then, I talk about the reality show. So everybody's been asking me to come back through and they wanted me to touch base on the situation that's going on with T.I., Tiny, and this Bernice girl. And right now they said that Tiny is upset because she's worried about, because she's got her, group Escape back together. And, we got all these awards and these shows coming up and they finna do a review. And she's worried about this girl coming out, trying to start something. Number one, security. That's the first thing. You already know what she looked like. You can have them on the lookout to keep her from even coming into place if that's possible, if you have that control, because it depends on where the place is. Because from what I'm hearing, she's trying to have the girl, not allowed to come in there. And I don't know if they can do that or not because of the fact that, the type of place that is. So, but this is what I'm looking at. If this girl has been messing with T.I. all this time, and you have allowed him to do this, this is what it is. Now, if you guys got a marriage that y'all going to stay together and y'all going to work on it and he made a mistake and this is going to be this is going to be that, then that's a different story. But for me, I feel that T.I. is a serial cheater. He's been allowed to do it and he's going to do it, he's going to do it because you let him do it. On top of that, you guys have been a couple that's been through many travels. When y'all first started your relationship off, you guys were heavy drug users. As far as I know, the drug choice was ecstasy. And I think a lot of times when I be seeing y'all pupils be looking dilated and fixated, look like y'all still got a little something going on there. And I feel that with this girl, as far as this girl is concerned, if it ain't her, it's going to be somebody else. And Tiny, unless this girl is, coming at you personally, T.I. needs to handle that. But if she's stepping to you, I understand where you're coming from. But the thing is, this is what's going on. If you guys don't have trust and faith in your relationship, and that he can prove to you beyond a reasonable doubt that he's not seeing this girl anymore, it's really nothing to try to cock block. Because if he's messing with her, you can't say, well, oh, she's trying to take my man. You can't take a man that wants to go. And this is not just for men. This is for anybody that's in a relationship, for the person that's stepping out. Now, Tiny, you tried to run up on that Floyd Mayweather thing to try to, to get back at him, to make him jealous so that he'll come home. But number one, Floyd didn't really want you no way. Your relationship with T.I., unfortunately, he loves you, but he's not in love with you, but you in love with him. He likes to mess around. You have been in threesomes with him, and you've allowed this stuff to take place. So right now, he's doing what he want to do. And when y'all show ended the family hustle, you basically, guys, both of y'all were saying that the relationship was over. Now you got all of these different people that y'all got to try to play damage control. And I don't think that it has to be that serious. She's running around trying to, holler at Chris Brown and whoever else. And this is the case with this girl. She don't know her worth. Or she's a fame whore, she's a trick out here in the streets, or she's in love with T.I. But whatever the reason is that she's trying to run around and cause the issues that she's causing is because T.I. involved her in y'all marriage. Y'all also got kids that's, in the world, and there's 7 kids between y'all. Y'all got 3 kids together, which is who we got here. We got King, Major, and Harris. And that was the last one that was born, the little girl Harris. Then Tiny has Zanique, which is a daughter that she has. And then also T.I. has Damani and Messiah and Deja. And these kids are all, except for the 2 youngest one, are all out here listening to what's going on with y'all out here in the media. And that's sad for the kids because they are a product of the marriage and they are part of the relationship. And I feel that once you allow somebody to do this stuff, especially when you bring somebody else in your relationship, even though you guys are a married couple and y'all both decide to add another female into the bedroom or whatever have you, that's your business. But this is the type of stuff that causes problems when you do things like that. And then when you're ready to settle down and the other person ain't, this is what you get. It's like opening up Pandora's box. That's just basically how this type of stuff go. But at the same time, If Ti is really done with this girl, he should be able to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. That's when, faith and trust comes into play in the relationship. And if he can prove that he's not with her and she gonna run around and tell all these different stories, that's gonna be old tales of stuff that everybody already know that's been going on with him and this female. Also, the beef that you started between him and Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd is not even interested. Now you got these two guys at each other just to try to get T.I. to come back home, and he's back home, and he's still going to cheat. Even if he's really done with this girl, he's still going to pick a next one until he's ready to settle down and let this go. Until he's ready to settle down and let this go, it's always going to be another one and another one and another one. But what I'm saying, as far as you're concerned, you guys got to get your relationship together where this girl can only tell old tales. Now, if she's able to lay back and have receipts that she's seeing him currently, now that y'all decided that y'all was going to have a monogamous marriage and y'all going to get back together and finish this family and live happily ever after, then this girl would not have any receipts to say, well, look, remember when he left last weekend, I went with him, to Puerto Rico. And she's able to show pictures of her and him together in the jacuzzi and playing a whole bunch of games. But if he's done with her, she's going to be able to talk whatever she has already done had with him. So that is past tense. As far as certain events and stuff like that, if you ain't got that type of power, you can't control every place that you're going to be. Unless it's something like your own house, or you're rented out this place to, for your vineyard and having this there and that and the third, then you got control. But other than that, you can't stop that. She's going to play her story out because it looked like she's having fun with it. Or like I said before, this young lady may be out here trying to find herself, and she might be really in love with T.I. Because one thing people don't understand is that anytime when a man is messing with another woman, he treats her better than his wife. Even if she's a common law wife, and this is not just for straight couples, this is for bisexual people and whoever's out there in relationships and they're not faithful. This is going to be what it is because that's a fantasy that you get to live. There's no real commitment. But what happens is when you break off that relationship and that other person feel that they've been done wrong, they're going to try to cause harm. But if Tiny already knows and everybody already knows, paparazzi, everybody that spread this thing all around the world, there's nothing new that she can say unless he's still messing with her. So that's the problem that you need to take up with him. And as far as her coming and trying to show out, she going to pop up in a lot of places, even if he's not seeing her. But as long as you know that he's done with her, let her toy around like she's been toying around. But see, with T.I. is not ready to settle down, Tiny, and you are. And by that, being said, you guys are not compatible right now. And it don't matter how many kids you have or how you try to love, and sometimes love is not enough. It is what it is. I want to see y'all win. But at the same time, if his heart ain't in it, then he going to keep doing it. And even if he stop messing with her, it's going to be another girl. He also has a reputation for being an oral guy. And just about every female that he's messed with has said that about him. And Tiny, that's your man. You know how he like to get down behind closed doors. So if he's out here still trying to cheat and lay up and stuff, that's up to you to be able to put up with it. And then, like I said before, by y'all having an arrangement, when you have an arrangement like that, somebody always defaults on it. It never goes according to plan. So it's up to you to make the decision to know if he's done with her, let her run around and do it. He was already embarrassing you and doing it anyway with this girl. So she's going to try to pop up and show out. But the thing y'all should be worried about is what y'all kids are seeing and what y'all putting y'all kids through. That's his problem to fix. But I know if the girl stepped to you, you have a right to defend yourself. But you may not be able to stop everything. But as long as you know that he's not messing with her no more and she's telling old tales, let that be what it's going to be. But pay attention to who you are. And like I said before, this girl could be, a fame seeker, a trick that like to play games, or she might be really in love with him. He was seeing this girl. So what y'all got to do is y'all got to concentrate on y'all marriage. But if he's still seeing her, then that's where the problem lies, is with him. So that's up to you to make the decision to trust him and he can prove it, or you got to let it go, whatever it is. And I mean, marriage ain't that easy to end, so please don't misunderstand me. But sometimes when you're dealing with a man or a woman or whoever it is that's cheating on you, you can't just worry about, he going to break up with her and stop seeing her and get back into marriage. You got to think about diseases. Guys is out here, and women, men, they ain't using no condoms. There's all kinds of diseases, unwanted pregnancies. You got to pay attention to all of that. And when you look at the marriage vows far as in the Bible and stuff is concerned, that's not what a marriage is supposed to consist of. But some people do marriages like that where they mess around and they allow it because that's part of their religion, or they down, or the sister wives and Muslim styles. And I'm not judging nobody. I'm just saying people have different types of stuff going on there. But you have to make sure that when you in them kind of relationships, you're practicing safe sex, because a lot of times folks be having somebody else, like with this chick. You don't know how long he been messing with her. He might have stopped wearing a condom, and then she got some dudes that she messed with when he's not around. We worried about disease control. We got diseases out here that could take your life. And then you in a relationship with him, y'all just had another baby. You could get pregnant again. You don't know what this girl's all about. And then you don't know if he stopped messing with her, who's going to be next in line. So that's some stuff that you guys got to work through that I don't think that he's ready for. And I'm going to tell you, T.I. is my dog. No matter what he does with his personal life, I like him as a person, and that's up to you to allow him to do that. But I ain't got nothing against him, and it's not because he's a dude. It's just what's happening with y'all. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. And you guys just watch out. I wish you the best. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.